It's on push to talk, which is ridiculous.
Oh.
I don't have my push to talk set. I should probably do that.
Yeah, if you change your settings to push to talk, it'll let you. I'm sure they'll global mute when they start this thing.
Oh, 100%.
My button not working. Why can't I push the talk? Keybinds. Hold to temporarily enable your mic. Yep. Is that working? It ain't working.
So what the hell's Mouse been up to?
Priority.
Yep, that's a subject.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, screw it. I'm doing that.
Been trying to get Brucey over here.
Yeah, well.
You and me,
Wait,
bro,
your
brother.
thing's
Me and
working.
you
Hold
both.
on.
He moved this last week. He just got internet back up today, and
Keybinds.
I don't know. It seems he's running that tattoo shop over
Adding
on
new
Badlands. They
key.
did that
That's
custom
gonna
build for
push
him,
the
so
talk. We're
he's
going
been running
to
that thing over there.
enable that, and then we will.
Yeah, I met Bruce back in TRZ. Jesus, it's been so long.
Is that not working? Oh, it ain't working. Alright, well. Keybinds. Let's get that out of here. Where's the archive chat down there?
Oh, Ivy's here. But he's on defense.
Do you have a voice? Is that how I do this? Yeah, it's fine, I think. That's video. No, I don't want that. Oh, for God's sake. Hey, okay, I was in the wrong area.
Did I get it? Oh, okay.
Yes, you both did it.
I figured it out.
Never knew I could do that.
Oh, push the talk?
Yeah.
Oh. I was in keybinds. I was in the wrong area. That is not a skill issue.
By the way, Rebecca, did you read what I sent you?
Yeah, I'm reading it now. Give me a minute. I'm sorry, I laughed at that last bit that you fucking sent. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's meant to for him to laugh, though.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no proof.
Hey, Derek.
What?
You know what the hell Matrix is talking about in the general chat?
General? Like in the other Discord?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see it right now. I'm streaming, so I don't want to show too much of my own stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It begins in 10 minutes. We've been here for 6.
We've been here for a little longer than 6. All right.
Close enough. I can't math. All right.
Yep.
Meth is
He
hard.
he's literally talking about the group he's in right now. That's what he's talking about.
What was I gonna do? Oh yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Yuki, for clarifying.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, use that. CM chat. Oh, I thought that moved. Ah, never mind. It's already done. It's just battle of the memes. That's all.
How
we're
much
doing.
longer till the
30
community meeting?
minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, like 10. They should be in here. In like, I don't know.
Should be about
7.
5:15 Eastern, or take that back, 7:15
Hey, I
Eastern.
don't even know how to pronounce your name. Welcome to the chaos. I'm gonna call you Thin. Or AK or something. I don't know. I'm only using this stream to record this for other people who missed the community meeting. Put your bag and go lay down. Don't look at me like, go. They're my burger. Go lay at me. I mean, Miss Jesus. Yuki, when are you gonna release me as being your kidnap victim?
Never. You belong to the pack now.
Ah, great. I mean, you did handcuff me the other day, so.
Kinky.
Shh. People don't have to know that.
She handcuffed me, found my government provided ID.
And then I was like, the hell are you doing? That's right.
Why do you have this? Hey, Granite gave it to me. Blame him.
Seriously need to plan a day where we can all get on.
Do what?
Cause I've been advertising the shit out of this server recently. I've been reaching back out to old people of the community, see what they're doing, inviting them in. Like I've been doing my fucking damnedest, man. Oh.
What'll do, boys?
Oh, you found your
Hello.
lock setting?
Hey, look, it's the even older man that joined.
What, Sonny?
Exactly.
I'm still trying to fuck around with the voice. I don't know what I'm gonna do for him.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're a little whippersnapper, you little grasshopper, little stupid some bitch.
God damn red tag.
Hello, hello,
Jesus
hello. We're all about to
Christ.
get muted.
Fuck.
You're gonna talk like this.
Don't take the boy.
Oh, now everyone joins.
What's up, guys?
Oh, it's almost like we were having a meeting discussing everything first. Chill out.
Yes, why
Well,
not?
I'm impatient, alright?
Impatient ass motherfuckers.
We know.
Let's fuck this meeting in the mouth, boys.
Jesus Christ.
The whole damn Johto
Speaking
clan
of
showed up.
mouth, is your microphone in yours?
I don't see the Supreme Leader. Where's he at?
At the
Look at the
Here?
top. Yeah, he's
It means you're
Yeah,
blind.
No, not that one. The other one.
The fuck?
The
I'm
Johto
literally right here.
Supreme Leader.
Yeah, we're right here.
I'm literally right here.
Not the one I'm talking about. The real one.
Oh, sorry, I'm right here. Oh, there goes a microphone.
No, I'm Squidward. No, I'm Squidward.
I am literally at
No,
the
this is
microphone.
Patrick.
I'm dirty down.
God damn.
We're all Dodo guys. It's okay. Don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
We're all dead inside.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, I didn't even hear him join
That's why we
Right.
play
because
Dizzy.
the stream mode is turned on.
I need you to all do me a favor and leave and rejoin.
I don't have permission now. Oh,
Keep her going.
I'm surprised.
Alan, I don't think that applied to you.
Hey man, you never know. I heard everyone. That includes me.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Look at all these people.
There we go. Should be
90%
good.
of everybody is like anime pictures. Like, we got one
All right.
here.
Nobody can talk now, right?
Where else?
Good.
All right, now with
Just
that being
what I
said,
like.
you're all banned.
Ah,
All right, people. Well, welcome your faces. It's been a long time coming, but here we are. First official community meeting in, well, fuck, the longest time. Personally, I don't usually like doing these, but we figured it was about time. Answer some questions, get some feedback, and, you know, just generally shoot the shit. So we'll get started with Matrix. Matrix asking, is there going to be any openings for staff, law or helpers, or even people to handle tickets, since I don't see some staff at all, and the ones we do that are active seem overwhelmed at times, even community reps like on Affinity. That is a big fat yes. I actually messaged in the staff chat like 2 or 3 days ago how I'm going to be removing some inactive staff, and we're going to be opening up the application so that people can apply to be on staff in most capacities. So we'll be getting some new people on board and getting rid of some of the old people. And the next question is, what is specifically being done to boost server population? And I believe Hono can answer this one.
Yeah, I'll take this one. So, about, I'd say a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, I actually reached out to X while I was on my vacation, and offered to kind of start up or head the next kind of chapter of advertisement and recruiting for the server. And we've been talking a little bit about new methods along with some older methods that we've stopped doing for what we can do. And I'll kind of lay it all out, what we have planned so far.
who are you?
So we're going to keep doing things like posting on Reddits and Discord servers and things like that. Those haven't proved super successful in the past, but it's easy enough to do that I do still plan to do it. But on top of that, we're also planning on venturing into the TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and potentially even eventually like Instagram Reels, because those are kind of becoming a thing now. So we're going to start posting clips on those platforms in an effort to advertise. So I posted a message in the clips channel a little bit ago. Some of you guys saw it, where if you have any clips from the server, funny clips, action clips, just anything that you think would be good for advertising, post it in there. If you don't want your clip used on our TikToks or YouTube Shorts, whatever, message me and let me know, and we will not use yours. Alternatively, if you do post something and you want to be credited for it, message me what you want to be credited with, and I'll make sure we do that. On top of that, eventually I do want to do more cinematic type videos as well. Not scripted, but just kind of getting cinematic clips where we're able to post on more long form videos on YouTube. Now, when all of this is actually going to happen, I'm not sure. We're still in the process of collecting clips and things like that to edit and post, but it is the plan for us to post on TikTok and YouTube Shorts hopefully soon. So if you guys, again, have any clips, please post them. It would help a lot.
All right, and the next question we have is, can players help out of the staff stores, like clothing store, or get car keys, etc., if that is going to be a thing? Car keys, yes, are going to be a thing. I believe Bossman is going to be doing the keys himself because he's already running it's like a garage, right? He's muted. Never mind, I'll fuck myself. Bossman's going to be dealing with the cars, so he's going to have the opportunity to do the keys for people. If he wants people to help him do that, then that's down to him.
Keys. Awesome.
Yeah.
You can get.
Yeah. Other stores that are going to be run potentially by staff, yes, there is always opportunities for you to help out or be hired work there. So that's definitely a thing that's going to happen. Are there any plans to remove or add more content? Example, mass mod, stews, etc. Mass mod has a lot of good stuff in it, like the stews, battle belts, IFAKs, and multi-tools. This specifically, we've talked about a little bit. The problem with mass specifically is it's not been updated in a very long time. So there's a lot of outdated scripts in mass that we would have to fix before we added it to the server, because it would potentially break a lot of other things. So mass specifically, no, but there are other mods that we would potentially add to the server, and we're always open to suggestions. So if you're browsing the workshop and you see a mod that you think would be cool, then by all means post it in the suggestions. We'll take a look at it as a staff team, and if at all it requires a vote, we'll post a vote. But yeah, if you see a mod that you like, post it and we'll take a look. As far as content from those mod goes, we are going to be rolling out certain items or certain assets from the mods in events specifically, kind of because a lot of the different values for certain items are kind of wonky from some of the Russian mods. So we don't want to just make a lot of things spawn and then find out a week, a month, however long down the line that something is broken beyond belief. So most of the stuff will be going out through events, but a lot of things as well will also be going in the general loot pool for people to find and just generally find around the map. So we'll yeah. Next one. Answered that one. Any plans for more dynamic events, convoys, horde extermination, artillery strikes, etc.? Who wants to answer this one?
I won't lie, I just had my headset off. I don't know what you just said.
But I got it.
Dynamic events. Yeah, the dynamic
I
events
said
and stuff.
when we talked about it, I said that there's always evolving events. There's not like one way or the other. We always have different events planned, and it's always based on RP. It's not just random. You know.
Yeah, everybody always has the same chance of participating in events as anybody else. They are never specifically directed to one person. You know, everybody has a chance to come to them.
The best way to be part of an event is to be on the server. So.
There you go. Okay. Upping the car spawns or turning on vanilla car spawns even a little. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. There is a couple of cars on the map that people just haven't found. Yeah, there's a lot of cars out there. Like right now, I think if I load up CF, I'm gonna see like 10, maybe something cars. So there's a lot of cars already on the map. Some of them just haven't been found yet.
Yeah, they're just in odd places, man. You just gotta look around.
Yeah, you just gotta look around. You gotta find that shit, you know. But there are definitely vehicles out there. People just gotta find them. Making the infected slightly easier or doing away with the handbrake, longs, leg mod, run, go to stop infected. I can look into it. We can potentially adjust the infected. I think making them slightly easier. Personally, I don't really like the idea, but I know a lot of people don't like the injury stuff that comes with the infected mod we use. So we can potentially have a look at that. But as of right now, there's no way for us to specifically remove the damage states. So like when you get your hand broken or you get like a red chest, for example, there's no real way for us to disable those features as they're hard-coded into Inedia as separate outcomes. So I know Bossman mentioned something about codeine can treat most of the ailments you can get. All you got to do is like pop 1 or 2 or 3 if it's like a red effect, and it will get rid of most of it. Or the CBD healing balm, you can use that and it'll get rid of most of them as well. It's just unfortunate that we can't disable those effects as a whole.
Morphine
We'll definitely
also
look into it.
completely heals it.
No, there you go.
Temporarily.
Morphine as well.
If I see you popping multiple morphines, I will RP check you for an addiction.
All right. S gunplay removal. This is a spicy one. Most of the people I seen vote for it don't even play, which is a very valid point. I understand it's there to handicap PvP gods, but people like me it handicaps us to the point of being completely inept at combat, or making the mod easier, or just this. The real problem with S gunplay is initially it was used to stunt the PvPers, but over time, as many of the staff have noticed, if you're good at PvP, S gunplay doesn't really make a difference. It's more so for
Other than gameplay.
Yeah, it's more so for just gameplay aspects, making the PvE aspect a little more challenging. We can potentially vote on it, do a secondary vote, and see where we go from there. If that'd make people happier. Personally, I don't think we should get rid of it. I kind of enjoy it for the PvE aspect. Like I said, just taking out infected and stuff. But we can definitely post it for another vote and see how people feel. And on to Derek. How's the server financial situation going? Right now, it's being funded mainly by staff. So, by all means, if anybody wants to donate to help the server running costs, help pay for the server running costs, then it's muchly appreciated. But as it stands, there's like 3 or 4 staff that are all chipping in together to pay for it each month. And Yuki. How the staff feels about its players, old and new. What about their developments? I can't specifically speak on this, so would anybody else like to weigh in from the staff?
Yeah, I was a little confused in the question because what do you mean by that? It's like obviously like we care about you and developing your character and your story, whatnot. So
I think that all our peers have room to grow. I think that the players that we have on the server right now do a good job in RP, but I think everyone has room to grow, other than JJ sucks.
real.
All right.
I mean, it would also help if maybe we let them speak. The person that we're answering the question to, if we want to let them speak, maybe that would maybe help us as well.
Yeah. I mean, the community chat is there if people want to speak, but.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we can always double back to it if they add something onto it. Tactical Tommy. All right. Could we see Sovereign have a TikTok account to help boost its output to the DayZ community? That's already been answered.
Yeah, I think that's what Hono's doing.
Mm-hmm. And Sticks. What effort is being made to solo RPers that have the late schedules? Are they getting on? Are they getting lore or anything to help guide their characters into something new, or is it just a you missed out, sorry thing? Is there a rule? I'll answer the top one first. I think the law team can potentially answer this.
We always try to give events to people, but as due to the fact that people liking to gatekeep, we try not to do events specifically for one person because that's kind of whack, in my opinion. To just give one person specifically like a cool lore event, everybody should have access to it and to show up or to take part in it, you know? So sometimes, yeah, some people will miss out on cool events and whatnot. It's just unfortunate.
There's also the human aspect of it. We're all still humans. We all still need to sleep and
Yeah,
work and
and
stuff
mind
to pay
you,
our
there's
own bills
only
and
at the
such,
time there's
so-
not really a whole lot of us that are
Yeah, so it is kind of an unfortunate situation, but the reality of it is we're not going to be on server 24/7 to provide events and things like that. It's kind of just going to have to be between. If you are, the type that is on really late when nobody else is, you're just gonna kind of.
Don't get me wrong, like I occasionally get on sometimes late night and I try to do little things for people, so
So
we
that's
always
what I'm saying.
try to keep in mind everybody, so
Yeah, like I was saying though, if you are kind of on late at night, when nobody else is really on, you're gonna have to try to find a way to find a way to interact with the other players and maybe get in on it that way. I mean, you can always open lore tickets and stuff to kind of ask about certain lore events you've been exposed to and things like that, and depending on what you do RP wise and things like that, because that's really what we focus on is the actual RP and the story building aspect of it. Depending on that, you may or may not get some little hints and things like that here and there.
Like even now, there's some things that people have that I found in game that if they opened up tickets and asked about it, that it would lead to certain other things. So, but people have not done those things.
I really quickly jumped back to Yuki's question about the players. She said, of the new players per general, totally new to RP that came in. I think she just wants feedback on new players in general. The type of roleplay they're getting in.
At that point, if they're new to RP and you're experienced, then you should kind of. I'm not saying it's necessarily like your job or your like duty, but you should kind of like help them out a little bit. Maybe try to show them how to RP better. I learned. So when I first started RPing, I came around people like Jay, terrible RPer, dude. Gotta say, I came around people like Jay and people like them and whatnot, and it made me better. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Personally, I was dog. I used to think roleplay was stupid.
Roleplay. Yeah, I can't speak on any of the new people roleplay. I've not seen much of it. I've kind of been very busy as of late, so I've not had much chance to hop on. But from what I've been hearing from the staff, there's no negatives. None of the people that I've joined recently have had any bad examples of roleplay. They've all been trying their hardest, which is all we can really ask. And so it's just one of those things. Like we said, it's room for growth. Allowing people to roleplay with you and learn from your example is great. So it gives them opportunity to grow and learn off your skill set as a role player. But as of right now, no, we've not heard or seen any negatives from any of the new role players.
Yeah, people always have things to learn. You could always try to show people things and ways to do it, like even I see Lee, so.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Carl's not here.
Okay. And go to. Is there a rule in effect to admins that are inactive to be cycled out? Yeah, I answered this. I'm going to be removing some of the old inactive staff that are no longer doing anything for the server or community, and then we're going to be replacing them with obviously people who have applied. In Exquisite's words, what is the future of the server? Is it going to die off due to inactiveness, or is it going to continue? Personally, it will always find a way to continue. Not just the server itself, but this community as a whole. As many people have seen in the past, we've faced quite a lot of hurdles, be that from the pink-haired devil deleting and wiping everything on the box, so we had to start completely fresh.
To the geo situation,
to the geo situation. So we've overcome a lot over the past few years.
And we've been like, we got severely, like, for lack of better words, fucked in the ass completely on that.
Yeah. So the community itself will always be here and grow. And that kind of reflects the server. So the community is strong. We stick together. We've gone through thick and thin. We've always come back. So the server itself, I don't see it dying out because of inactiveness. There's a lot of different things that play into servers activity level when it comes to the player base. You'll find new servers opening up can affect your population for a month or so. There's a lot of different things that go into it, but we've always prevailed. The server will potentially always be here. I don't see it going down anytime soon, especially to inactiveness. So I don't think that's something you have to worry about. Right.
And just to add on to that, to the server pop, it's due to the fact of a lot of unfortunate things that have happened in the past that people have a very bad outlook on the server because of things that they've heard due to former staff members and whatnot, and that is not the case anymore. Like, that is not the case at all. Like I don't know exactly what everybody in here's heard and whatnot, but yeah, I've heard some not so nice things about things that have happened in the past, which is true. They have happened. I'm not denying that by any means, but those people are no longer with us, and that stuff will no longer happen.
Yeah. Can we consider making cars more widely available? I have no problem with exploring the map. I love Banov, but it has exactly the same problem as Livonia. There is nothing but trees and fields for miles, and it makes traveling very boring. I agree. There is quite a few cars out there that have yet to be found, and the staff are spawning more in as the days go by. It's just literally a case of getting out there and finding stuff. Think of it like Forza, random barn finds and stuff like that. They're out there. You've just got to find them. You gotta keep your eyes peeled. I did want to mention really quickly on the last part of that question. I love Banov, but it's exactly the same problem as Livonia. There's nothing but trees and fields for miles. Banov Discord, Cubello, he posted an announcement update 2 days ago, and he plans to post a very, very large update for the map. So you should find a lot of new things getting added over the next coming month, I think it is, to address the miles and miles of trees and fields in between cities or places. So I'm looking forward to that personally. Second I'd love to get found Blackout Scorpion. The Blackout Scorpion, I believe, is the motorcycle mod. If we wanted to add motorcycles, we would need to replace our current animation mod with survivor animations, which is kind of a hit and miss. We potentially have to have a conversation as a staff team and decide which animation mod we would like to go with. And if survivor animations wins, then we can potentially add motorcycles and Blackout Scorpion motorcycles for people to find and drive. Is there a chance we'll get the dog mod at all? I'm personally not bothered about this, but I know there was a staff discussion about it. So would you guys like to weigh in on this question?
What, the dog mod?
The dog mod, yeah.
In my opinion, it is. I mean, if some people like it, some people like it, but it's kind of scuffed because you can literally sick your dogs on people and they like one tap them, so they like one shot kill you.
Yeah. That's a maybe. It's a hard maybe. We'll have a little bit more of a lengthy discussion with the staff.
Yeah, we could possibly take a look at it and see what everybody thinks.
Yeah, we can take a look at it. Can we bring back the Horde Nest from Namalsk? Do you mean the events that were done by the trader? I believe that's what you mean, Derek. Yeah,
He's
from
talking about
Namalsk.
from the mosque, yeah.
Yeah, the trader on top of the hill.
Tara Hill.
They used to do quest mods, and they used to do clear out like 3 nests, and you'll get a reward type of thing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, potentially. It's more so down to staff, and if they want to set something like that up. I think at the time it was Crow that was running that trader, so he was writing all of the quests and stuff. But by all means, if you want to do something like that yourself, you can always open a ticket and we can have a conversation as a staff, and we can see what we can do to help you out in terms of quests and things. So that's always an opportunity. You can always open a ticket and we can go from there. If that's something you're willing to maintain, that is. Absolutely. Okay. What will be the plan prospective for the server and its lore? I don't think we can really answer that without spoiling much of the upcoming lore. I don't really know how to answer this without saying find out in character. It's kind of one of those things. It's server lore, so it's not really something we can just talk about openly without ruining things for people. So, yeah, don't really know how to answer that one, to be honest. Okay, So we've got Major Cat. Can we possibly change the way infected behave? I think there should be large quantities of them, but maybe only doing 50 to 75% of the damage to HP and limbs as they are now. As of now, every single city and town feels quiet and abandoned. The capital should be swelling with them, but I'll run into maybe 3 in a standard scavenging run there. I can go through and I can bump the numbers up, but it's the way the spawning for the infected AI works is based on players. So I can set certain areas to have a higher zombie count, but it depends what areas people are going through and what they're going past. Certain infected will only spawn within 20 meters of a player, and other zombies will spawn in up to 60 to 70 meters away from a player. So it's not something we can just directly change. It'll take tweaking or gradual tweaking over the next few weeks, but we can definitely try and improve the number. And like we mentioned earlier with the E infected, potentially as a staff team, we can talk about it and see what we can do about the damage of the infected. See if we can lower it a little bit to try and make it a little bit easier. But trying to keep
Yeah,
the
because I know
main
some
core of
people
what
struggle
ED
with them,
infector
but
is.
some people don't. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
mix.
Kind of want to keep the core in ED infected mod as it is, but we'll see what we can do. We'll keep that as a pinned comment so I can go back to it. And would it be possible to increase the durability that vehicles have? The infected can disable your vehicle now with a few hits, as it seems to target the spark plug, radiator, and battery. Yes and no. The reason they do damage like that to the vehicles is to prevent people using them as battering rams. Is your car is going to deteriorate over time if you're hitting infected. So we don't really want to reduce the impact because then it'll just open the door for people using the vehicles as weapons. Let's have a look. In the config, there's nowhere for me to specify what the zombies target either, so I can't really stop them from targeting spark plugs and radiators and stuff. The only thing I can suggest with that one is just keeping your vehicles away from infected, or if you're in the driver's seat and infected are in the area, just drive away and let a companion deal with it. Or if you're by yourself solo, just try and avoid making noise and drawing the infected over to the vehicle. And I believe that's it.
Mostly because of how the model is set up. Most of the hitboxes is for the engine, the battery, and for the spark plug. It's not really set up for the doors, so it's not really something we could change. It's just how they made the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Was there anything else any staff wanted to talk about?
Not specifically. I mean, I think unless anybody else has any questions, I mean, at the end, I think we could probably unmute everybody and let them talk and see how they feel, and what to talk about and whatnot. If anybody else had any extra questions, I don't mind answering them if I can.
Yeah. All right. Right, there we go. If you want to leave and rejoin, you should be able to speak.
It's about to get loud.
Yeah, preferably one person
Can
at
I
a time.
start first to get my ridiculous question out of the way?
Yeah, let's just do one person at a time to avoid overlapping.
All right, Derek, go
Do I
for
have
it.
my M249 yet?
Nope.
No.
Pick this
Okay.
guy.
That's
You
all I
putting that one
had.
in the notes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's all I have.
Anybody else? Any more questions?
Yeah. What about the tapes for that Barry's man?
Yes. Sorry, I did skip over that. The tapes and the cassettes, they will be spawning. They've just not been spawning as of right now because I've been trying to update the other mods.
Yeah, we also just
so people
updated
can
like
get
the
content
cassette
and stuff.
mod, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
All right.
just pushing a couple of mod updates, but they will be spawning. Right. Anybody else? Any questions?
Do you need me to send you the Mediafire link again
for my mod?
Potentially. We can talk about it later, but I might have to get Sonny to sign it and everything again, like he did with the last one.
Oh, it's fucking.
When I tried pushing the update, it didn't register the new files, so that's why the issue is.
Question.
Yeah.
Is
very whack.
everyone happy with the way guns are spawning? I always get really anal about this because every server is very different about
Yeah.
how the gun economy is, particularly because some people like to carry around a Scorpion, the VZ61, because it's an awesome little PDW. It's not overpowered. It's stylish.
I mean, are you having trouble finding any guns or anything of the
Oh yeah,
sorts?
yeah. A few. It's not the end of the world. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but at the same time, it would be
Well,
awesome.
I don't want to try and out anybody, but there's quite a few hoarders in here that pick up 10 extra guns when they already have 20 guns at their base. So that's probably due to the fact that people are just picking them up, even though that they already have 10 AKs. So
Right. You guys do
As I
realize
say.
the more you take, the less will spawn.
yeah, no, that is the way that loot economy
That's
is.
what
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he was
we
trying
as
to
staff
imply.
don't
Yeah,
pick
and
up
that's
anything. So
that's fine. I'm just saying, the hoarders, you need to be more considerate.
either that, or maybe be willing to trade your weapons and don't be greedy and sit on 10 AKs. There's no point.
Nobody needs more than one of each weapon. Like nobody needs more than one of each
Yeah,
weapon.
like let's be real. Like, how many
That's
times
simple.
are you guys really gonna die and come back and rekit out of your base? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really.
I
supposed
could
to
see
do
about
that.
like occasionally like swapping your guns and whatnot, but there's no reason to have 5 MDRs and 4 AK-74s in your base. So
So I'm
Right,
gonna
it's
say
not
this,
even-
not to, yeah, I'm gonna say this not to harp on this. The last time that anybody needed a multitude of guns was back when we were first on Deer Isle during the power plant event, and never again.
Yeah.
There's been so many times that I've seen people that stockpile weapons and they give the excuse of like, oh, but it's weapons so that I can give out when they're needed. The chances of you actually giving out a weapon when you need to and such are extremely low. At most, okay, I understand some of you like to collect guns and stuff. I get that, okay? That's fine. Collect a variety of guns, and at most, maybe 2 of each gun. If you really want to hand
Yeah.
a gun out to somebody, at most 2 of each gun.
Yeah.
Honestly, even that, I would say don't do that because you can hand them. You don't have to have the exact fucking copy of the gun you hand them. You can hand them a different variation.
yeah,
Of
let's say
every
you
gun.
find a new guy and you think his RP solid, and you're like, damn, like I want to kind of like hook this guy up. He's been playing for a few days, can't find nothing. Like, bring him back to your base, or be like, hey man, wait here, and then go back to your base and grab him like a cool little gun or something, like an AK or whatever you got to spare at the time.
Yeah,
There's no reason to be greedy. Just there's plenty of stuff to go around. There will always be stuff to go around and cool stuff and better and cooler weapons given out through events and whatnot. And not only events, there is other ways to find higher tier stuff as well.
The less hoarding you guys do and more prioritizing on actually distributing those things to the people that need them and only keeping the things that you actually need and can know that you can barter off relatively soon, the more available other stuff is going to be to you. That's all I can say.
Right. What were you saying, Major?
Yeah, I wanted to say, just to close off, I agree with pretty much everything you just said. I just wanted to close off with that being said, I haven't seen a single double-barreled shotgun, never seen a Scorpion, maybe seen one MP5K. So I just wanted to say some of the spawns are weird, or I'm just not looking in the right cities or towns or something. Maybe I'm too
Which
far
ones
south.
was
I
it?
don't know.
Was the Scorpion?
In game, I think it's
They're out there.
Could I respond to this one?
CR61, something like that.
All right.
If you build, go for it. Yeah, sure.
So there are a bunch of them spawning. You just need to look in specific locations. You may find one even in the randomest car nearby, as military, for example. Or you could find it in those little stores somewhere in those weird buildings. Like if you look enough, even in the houses, if you look careful enough, you will find it. So there are spawns there. You just need to look careful.
Yeah, because I can assure you,
Okay,
there's like
well-
no shortage of loot going around. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to find. And
I'm not complaining about the loot at all. There's been plenty of ammo of pretty much every variety. I'm finding 5.7 in weird places. Has anyone seen a double-barreled shotgun like at all?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
The double barrel is the IZ.
IZH.
IZH 18. The eyes at age 18, there is a maximum of 60 that can spawn and a minimum of 50. And they restock every 3 hours. Same goes for the shotgun. It is around 30 to 40. Single barrel is slightly less at 20 to 30. So they do spawn. It's just, I think it's generally just unfortunate Daisy when it comes down to that. But there are, yeah, like I said, there's like 30, 40 shotguns that are expected to spawn around the map.
When you're looking for something, you're not going to find it.
Also, I'm sure if you are paid out, I'm sure there will be people that will willingly trade.
I can try changing the... Okay, I'll change the usage names for the shotguns to see if we can get them spread out a little bit further, spawning in different areas. Because right now it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, village, towns, and farms. I can try adding shelves and ground. You might start finding a few more of them around. We'll see. I'll tinker with it, a couple of the weapons, to see if we can maybe find a few more of them around.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
And to keep-
Anybody else?
To
And
kind of
keep
bounce
in
back. Sorry, go ahead.
And keep in mind, fucking RP it. Just RP it. It's impossible to not get a gun if you don't RP it, of course.
And what are you going to say, Sticks?
To kind of bounce back off like the hoarding situation and everything, personally, yes, I do have a shitload of stuff, but I'm currently trying to make a player ran trader, so I'm also trying to keep stock and build this trader and everything and get it open. But my character specifically has been on the radio multiple times asking people if they're willing to trade, if they need anything or any of that stuff, and some people in the server, I mean, you guys play like hermits, though. You see a character, you run completely off in the other direction, so we can't really trade with you if you're going to be playing hermits.
Yeah, but not everybody is a happy-go-lucky character and just walks up to every single person that they see with a car and be like, "Hey, man, you want to ride?" Not saying that you do that or anything. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, I get that and everything too. It just, I mean, the hoarding situation, like I said, I've got rid of a lot of my stock to make room for the trader station that I'm building in and all that stuff. It does take time.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
on
fine
behalf of
for
staff.
your aspect. I think it was more pointed towards the people that don't have reason to hold that many weapons. I mean, if you're starting a trader, that's fine. You've got a reason to, but for the rest of the population that are keeping 3 AUGs stashed under their bed and another 5 AKs in a locker at the foot of the bed, like, it's those type of people that don't need specifically 3 or 4 of each weapon. They just need 1. That's kind of affecting the rest of the play base when they try to find specific weapons.
Right.
Or it could be like
So-
me, just use a freaking melee weapon.
I mean, we can hold a weapon banning event if that's what people want. We can go around and start bonfires and start throwing weapons on them.
Listen, this is not
Start going
California.
through
We're okay.
Kicking people's doors down as red tags and finding out which one of you pesky brats are hoarding all the weapons. Yeah. What were you going to say, Hono?
Oh, I'm just saying this isn't California. We don't need to go around collecting people's
No,
guns.
before that, you said on behalf of staff.
Oh,
and
yeah, I was just
interrupted.
going to say on behalf of staff, we do appreciate people like you, Sticks, who take the initiative to do like more, like a shop, for example. We do appreciate people who do things like that.
All right. Like I said, I wasn't trying to call anybody out or like hurt anyone's feelings about like being hermits and everything. I've personally seen like, I don't know, 7 people that's like, we're not hurting you. We're just standing here with no guns or anything like that. And I mean, I get not everyone's gonna be friendly and all that stuff. It just take a chill.
Oh, you want super friendly people? Well, don't worry, I'll bring Pinky back.
Dear God, let's not.
I'll be your best friend.
I met Pinky
Man,
once
I'll bring
and
Pinky back.
terrified me.
We can bring back the fucking headhunters base.
We can like get rid of the goat man though. That was horrifying.
The goat man? What's wrong with the goat
Goatmen were
man?
the fucking best.
Look, while we're on the
What's wrong with
topic
the
of
goatman?
characters being very happy and willing to interact with people, all I'm gonna say is be careful with being so willing to accept people in the second you meet them.
Absolutely
And that goes
not.
for everybody on the server.
Absolutely not. If you recognize my voice, welcome me in. I will never harm you in any capacity.
That's a lie. He's lying. He's lying.
I will never cause you any trouble.
I can
Or
see
you,
that he was definitely lying.
or you could do like me. You find the person, you put it them in their knees, or you just freaking handcuff them.
That
You
too.
can handcuff
I
me.
wanted to say, I think everyone should be just generally a little bit more suspicious and hostile because, you know,
Yes.
it's the end of the world.
I'm too trusting,
If
so
more
it's an issue.
people would act like this is Arma 2 Daisy, kind of like Frankie on PC's old videos where he would,
Yeah.
you know, hold people at gunpoint even if he had no intention of harming or
Very
robbing them.
standoffish. Yeah.
Hey, it was
Yes,
still
it was
enjoyable.
staged, but it was still good. The content was there. And just
You
the
guys gotta
general
start doing
mentality
that.
of, hey, buddy, I don't want to hurt you, but if you make any sudden moves, I'm going to shoot you. I'm not here to rob you. Just don't freak me out or whatever. Just more potentially hostile situations like that would be
Yeah.
better.
About
I
this,
genuinely want to
I
piggyback on
had
what
this
Ren said
kind of
there. Sorry,
situation
Yuki, 2
with
seconds before I forget it. I want people to be a little bit more standoffish, but I also want people to understand not everybody in this server is just looking to kill you or rob you blind. A lot of the people in here that do hostile roleplay, they just want to hold you up and give you that interaction. So 9 times out of 10, especially with the community that we fostered here, it would be beneficial to just hear them out. Not every time when someone pulls a weapon on you are they trying to do harm or steal everything you've got. Like Sticks, it's not Sticks, like Major mentioned, some of them are very standoffish and it's for their own security. So if people pull weapons on you, it doesn't instantly mean they're going to shoot you the second they raise the weapon. So just sometimes going along with some form of roleplay can be beneficial to both parties, and it is emphasized a lot among staff and community that most hostile role players should be providing a somewhat of an event for the victim in that scenario. So just try to go along with the role play and don't always assume that people are trying to win. You know, just enjoy the role play in the moment and as it happens. But sorry, Yuki, I did interrupt. What were you saying?
It's all good. What I was saying, I had this kind of situation that I planned it for the new role player actually that I got here. Because, you know, we made a little story, so he had to have that story. So literally, he came into the house, right? So as the character, right, you should be a bit hostile. Like, what's his random duty in my house, right? So I literally held him down with the gunpoint, but it was nothing like to kill him off or anything. So we made that story quite well. It was really nice.
Yeah, just having faith in your fellow role players within this community can go a very long way sometimes. And the staff are here to help you if you have a bad experience. We'll do whatever we can to try and help you if you have a bad experience. It's just the mentality at the moment is people always automatically assume the worst, which is unfortunate. I do wish it wasn't like that, but yeah, unfortunately over the years a lot of people have ruined that for the general Daisy roleplay community. So just try and give people an opportunity is all I'm asking.
An opportunity to die.
No, motherfucker, don't.
I do have like a kind of like a question statement thing for like
Yeah.
all content creators and all that stuff, like not like streamers or anything, but the guys that are building player builds and everything for us.
Yeah.
Would it be easier technically to like throw in a ticket on what we're trying to attempt to do, and if it's able to be done, like throw a list of mats that we would need?
The tickets are your best friend for any and everything. If you want to make a build specifically,
Are you talking about like
If you're referring to
regular
your build
edit,
sticks,
or
I hope
what are we
I hope
talking
you
about?
are aware that you're living in a map edit, by the way. So
Right. I figured that out through the ticket and everything. My biggest thing was like, if I know I have a bunch of ideas already up and everything. If it's something that would be like not realistic, I think it would be much easier on me to, instead of like hope and wait for you guys to be like yeah or no. If there was the things that we have already stated that is available, if we could get a mat thing, because I'm like at a loss on what to do with my bill at this point, because I don't know what's approved, what's not approved, or anything like that.
So
Yeah.
you can
I
always,
mean,
with map edits and stuff, you can always like show us reference pictures and things like that of what you want. And even if that's like a screenshot with some like Microsoft Paint drawings on it and stuff, you can always do
yeah, I
that, and
believe you
we'll
did that
work with
already.
you to kind of find, something that works with that and make it so that it's possible. Of course, that's not me saying that everything's fucking possible, because not
Right.
everything will be possible, right? But
Yeah.
you're always welcome to send in like reference material, and we'll get back to you on whether or not it's possible and what you'll need to make that possible.
even know
If
what
that
that
makes sense.
is.
Does that answer your
Okay.
question?
Yeah, that answers it.
What even is
Yeah.
this?
And if you feel like you're not getting a reply as soon as you like, feel free to at me, and the second I get a second, I will go through and we'll take it from there.
I hate adding you guys though. I feel like I'm interrupting important shit that you guys may be
Is that not
doing.
what we're here for?
So,
I mean, I
anyways,
get that that's what you guys are
At
here for,
them or
but it's
at
like,
me. At
Mm-hmm.
X or at me. I'm always on the Discord like every day. It don't matter. I like seeing that red notification.
Sonny will always
Alrighty.
answer.
Okay,
Sonny
I
will
just
I'll
always-
spam at you.
and I just
sound-
wanted to thank the staff team for agreeing to get rid of S Gunplay. Thanks, guys.
We didn't agree to get rid of it. We agreed that it may be put down to a vote. Okay? We didn't outright agree to get rid of it.
Skill issue, get better.
But no.
Is
Sorry, Yuki?
is there a chance to have a for example, an outfit that you want to create, or a cassette that you want to put some music on, like your own way?
Content ticket.
Are you asking about custom content?
All right, so I can do that in the ticket. All right, that's what I
Yeah.
needed to
In
clarify.
the content ticket, we can do retextures, certain things Sonny may be willing to import models for. We can
I import shit.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's not a possibility. But we do have options to help create custom content. Just put in a content ticket and whatever your ideas are, throw them in there and we can go through it and we'll let you know if it's a possibility or if it's not a possibility.
All right, thank you.
I do have a backpedal question on that. So I've been noticing like to dye ghillie suits or to dye like any piece of armor. Is that also a ticket item that I have to open, or?
It would be yes.
Yes.
There's been a couple of members of the community that
I'm going to cut you up.
Okay,
There's been
that
a
was
couple of
like
members
my.
of the community that have opened tickets for similar situations. So yeah, just open a ticket for dyeing clothes.
That's been my biggest confusion on it. Because it's like I'm gonna go dye this, and then like a day or two later, they're like, "All right, here you go." It's like, how the fuck are you doing this? I've tried charcoal, I've tried barrels, and everything. I was like, it's not working.
Yeah, if it's a color variation that doesn't exist like natively within the game, that's a custom content ticket so that we can go in there and have the content guys retexture it for you. And as soon as they retexture it, it gets put in game, and then you get it distributed to you by some RP means.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, sweet. That answers a lot of my other questions.
Yeah, because of the limitations of the engine, there's only a certain amount of things we can do. That's why I always encourage tickets. If you have an idea, a question, a thought, a theory, whatever the fuck it might be, open a ticket. Because there's only certain ways we can help. And if you're trying to find out ways to do it with the game mechanics, it's 9 times out of 10 never going to work. But there are things we can do to help with your roleplay aspect of it. For example, the dyeing clothes. People have opened tickets and we've given them a list of things they need to gather and do. And then once they've provided screenshots, then put the roleplay in, we give them the items. So that's what the tickets are there for.
Not me unironically digging an imaginary hole for 3 days.
Exactly. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I
There's
got
also-
my uniform. you have to do the roleplay and stuff for it through the ticket.
Yeah.
There's also my question because I've seen some stuff are requested, like for example, spools. There's also some mods that you can make food under soup, but you cannot really find the certain items for that.
Yeah.
Talking about like the vegetables and stuff.
No, like there are some, for example, some benches that you can do, for example, sausages and stuff. You cannot find that one.
She's on about the cooker mod, like the meat presses aren't spawning.
Yeah, I
How
got
much
you.
of that
Yeah,
stuff
the
is spawning?
crafting benches and stuff like that. That's X. You want to bring in on that one?
Wait, the
The
cooker
potties
extended
and
benches?
yeah, that's what she's on about.
2 seconds.
I haven't seen any of the potties or the meat presses spawning.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
That's what I was getting at earlier when I said I've noticed a lot of things not spawning in general. It just felt like they just weren't there.
Because you can make.
Are you in a cave?
I was about to ask the same thing. He's in a really echoey
It's
server.
called a man cave,
I'm
guys.
currently at work talking in a secluded area, so putting
He's sitting
the
on
money hard to
shitter.
work.
He is sitting on the shitter right now.
No, I'm in the break room.
Right.
Or in a chapel.
Well, the
you'll
only
never know.
thing that from like the cooker extended mod that I can see is like lids and jars. I mean, have you guys not found those, or is that what you're talking about?
No, there's.
I have not found a single jar or lid.
And
Yeah, 2 seconds. Fixing that now.
Say I missed the beginning of the meeting. Is someone streaming or recording it so I can watch the beginning?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Derek would.
I was also taking notes on all the questions and answers, and it will be posted later.
Okay, awesome.
Derek-
Because I missed like all my questions basically.
The beginning,
Derek
the
streamed
beginning
it,
of it, Matrix,
um,
was we were just constantly talking shit about you.
That will
That's
be
fine.
later.
I know I
Yeah,
can
I hate
I
your
can explain
helmet.
a little bit, but yeah, I guess it's
Derek
easier to
streamed the
see.
meeting.
No, we're just fucking with you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Derek streamed the meeting, so we're going to be posting it in announcements for everybody that missed it, so you can catch up.
But to
And
reiterate
after
what
the
sorry.
next restart, most of your cooker extended stuff should be spawning in tier 1, 2, and 3s.
Yay! I cannot wait to put somebody to cook since they like to do that.
Can anyone?
I had a
You're
question.
gonna force me to cook now for her. Great.
No, that'd be somebody else.
Hey X, do we still have the different flags mod where you can find like country flags and stuff?
He wants an
I
American
think
flag.
they were.
I would
they were
love
in-
an American flag, yes. And I know
I
it's
think
on
they were in
Founding. I only
Christmas
got
content.
them from the clothing store. You couldn't find them naturally.
We have them in our XC
Is it
mod.
absolutely essential for you to have a custom flag though? Like,
No, it's just an American flag. It's already in the mod. I'm not asking
You're
if
just
it's
gonna
it's
find a
on it.
Canadian flag, dog. That's the only.
You want
thing
you want an American
we're
flag?
not in
Doug?
America.
You want an American flag? Put a content ticket in, and we'll talk you through the process of how you can make one.
Canadian
Yeah,
made
buddy.
American flag.
Draw one.
Ivor had a question. What's up, Ivor?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivor got kind of cut off earlier. He was saying something. You got cut off.
No, my bad.
Ivor, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What was
You,
your
you had a
question?
question you got cut off on.
I'm just asking if anyone can hear me on this fucking microphone. Maybe that's it.
Oh,
yeah,
we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for interruption.
No, you're good. You're good.
Did you guys hear something?
No problem.
All right. So, any more questions?
Can I have my M240?
No, go for
Oh
it.
my lord.
Listen, the chance of you getting a belt fed is a slim to none.
I'll make
Okay,
my
so
own.
here's the thing. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, a lot of things that you guys want can be garnered through RP, but at the same time, you guys need to keep in mind the setting that this is all in, and also compare that to the like availability of that equipment right now when the world isn't in the apocalypse yet. So an easy example would be like
Yeah.
NVGs, for instance. Motherfuckers pay arm and a leg to get an NVG right now, while they're still like prolific and easy to get.
What if I duct tape?
They're around $4,000 for a monocular.
And here's the thing. The issue with NVGs, and I know this from personal experience, they break really, really easily. So all the spare parts and stuff that you would, try to find and scavenge from other NVGs and things like that are extremely, extremely rare in the case of an apocalypse.
Can I add to
Not
this?
to mention that's if the government didn't just decide to say, all right, fuck it, blow them all up so that the enemy doesn't get them. Because that is the thing that we do. Go ahead, Major Cat. You had something.
I'm glad you said something about them breaking easily, because you are talking about real life NVGs, right?
Yeah, like PVS 14s and stuff.
Right. So if they're fragile, all the more reason for Birdie to offer his repair services. This is something you should really find out in character, anyways. But my point is, it's been really hard to find electrical repair kits. So if this was a thing, then I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
I haven't found a single one.
The reason they don't spawn is because you can craft IEDs with them.
What?
IEDs.
You can make improvised explosives with protective cases with them and put a grenade inside.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I only know frag grenades spawn. I've never seen them spawn on Sovereign unless Laura gave them out.
What can be given can be taken away. Just give me the word and I will take it away.
You'd be surprised how many people on Derail Affinity had access to things that they shouldn't have had access to, and they never mentioned it. The same goes for every instance of the servers that we've done over the past few years. People have managed to get their hands on things that they're not supposed to have. So it's, for right now, it's just
Like
easier for us
with
to
the
go
server.
through and make sure that nobody has those things. And the second we're confident, you will see your electronic repair kit start spawning.
The other thing too is with things like PVS 14s and stuff, and again, speaking from personal like real life experience, finding the TEs and stuff to fix those is not the easiest thing to do. So unless you were prior military, which if you are prior military character wise, you should be putting in a approval ticket for rules. But if your character's prior military and stuff, then sure, maybe. But just understand that in order to facilitate RP and allowing people to like talk to other people for different things, we're not going to let you be like a military character that knows how to do fucking everything and anything military related, if that makes sense. And that's why there's always anybody that's had a military background approval from me, that you always get a little warning of like, listen, if we see you doing some super soldier shit, we can take that away from you. And that is a thing that it's not a joke. Like if you start to do shit that seems a little, far fetched and too super soldier, we will take that away. And that's just because there's some of us on staff that have actual military experience and expectations of what is reasonable to have and not know how to do and stuff like that. So that's where all that's coming from.
Hear me out.
That's one of the praises I want to give you guys is the high standards that you hold that to, just for law enforcement, military, medics, and stuff like that. It's always been phenomenal.
It's purely out of respect for those roles and those people. I've never been a big fan of servers that just let people run around and be GI Joes and portray those I guess those career choices.
I'm military,
within
so I know how to
regular
shoot a
life.
bear at 50 cal and rock level 5 Ratman.
Yeah, I want the role to
get
be
the fuck out of here with that
respected.
shit. That's not how that works at all.
Yeah, we want the roles to be respected. So if we make it a little bit harder for people to jump through those hoops, it makes our vetting process a lot smoother, because we can ensure that not every Tom, Dick, and Harry is running around pretending to be G.I. Joe, being disrespectful to the role that they're playing.
Hear me out. What if I duct tape my NVG scope to my forehead?
I will use you as a lantern. Just kidding.
That's not how that works.
A zombie would punch you and it would go into your eye. How about that?
So
Because,
to
like
give
you
you
said,
guys
they're
a
fragile.
little kind of breakdown with NVGs, the way that works is it takes an ambient light. There's an image intensifier in there that you can burn the shit out of with just a normal flashlight, by the way, if you shine it in there for too long. there's an image intensifier, and it takes all that ambient light, it intensifies it, right? Hence the name. And then through the ocular lens, it projects that image for you, which is why when you have general, like the classic green PVS 14s, not the more high end phosphorus ones, but the classic green ones, when you look through them, you have pretty much no like depth perception. Like you'll be able to see the different shapes and shades, kind of, sort of, but there's no depth perception, so that there is like a little learning curve to using them and being able to actually accurately gauge distance when you're looking through an MVG. And it only gets worse if you're using dual MVGs or panoramic MVGs. Like the detail quality gets better, but your depth of perception is still shit.
Even with a monocular, one eye is not going to be looking through a scope, and that can definitely mess with your balance and stuff.
Alright,
Yep.
so I'm gonna make my own MVGs. Got it.
All right, there's
man.
another question.
They're gonna blow up when I turn them
Yeah.
on.
Hit us with it.
Are the belts, because I haven't found any, those belts for actually using the scabot on? I haven't found those. There were like two of them, like white ones and black ones. Are they spawning like really rare, or they're not spawning at all?
The lofty belts, yeah, they definitely spawn.
There
The
are
what?
some
Which
loaded
ones?
belts which they are not holding the scabbard, but I haven't found any with holding the scabbard.
I
It's
found
the
one.
carabiner belt, I think, isn't it?
I think I
No,
found one.
She's talking about how the leather, like the standard leather one, not the one with the holster on it, it used to be able to hold the scabbard. I think, I think it's a very specific scabbard type that you have to have. It's not just the, because Loft is weird with their attachment correlations. Like one of the belts, if you guys remember Chimsy, the belt everybody used to run around with, where it had the hip holster and it actually, like, you could put pistol magazines on it. That belt, before they adjusted the spawns of the items, the way it used to work was you would have to get the belt itself and then another version of that belt and combine them.
Yeah.
So that might be what's going on with the current belt issue. Is it's probably just you might be trying to put the wrong scabbard onto it.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that I
They-
haven't found any of those. That's what I'm saying right here. And there, I know there are two because I used to use the black one, which was using the axe, holder, the
Yeah.
scabbard, the carbon thing, and I don't remember what else.
There's
Yeah, no,
another brown
they do
one.
spawn.
Yeah, there's another brown one, I think it is, and one that's on the ground. It kind of just looks like a tube. If that's the one you're talking about, I found one of those. They are spawning.
No, that's for something
She means
else, not for the
the
tunnel.
belt itself. The belts themselves do spawn, along with the attachments. A few people have seen them. I could potentially maybe up the spawns of them a little bit to see if that helps, but they do definitely spawn. They are in the world. You just gotta find them.
Gotcha.
I do want to quickly mention the Loft mod compared to other mods is a little wonky with its attachment system, like Oni mentioned. They use plus minus inheritance system, whereas most other mods use a plus equals inheritance system. So it's kind of just a wonky system to use when the standard practice used to be plus equals. So some of the
Yeah.
attachments just won't work. Some of the weapons won't go on some clothing items because of that conflict.
So I figured, because like I don't remember if my belt that I'm currently using, which was tactical green one, that is the normal one, or the vest. I have a medical backpack that worked in one of the slots, for example.
I can have a look and see. It looks like all of them are spawning as far as I can see. Yeah, looks like all the attachments and all of the belts should be spawning, and they're all set to tier 1, 2, and 3s. I think there was an issue with one of the belts. You couldn't turn it into the unloading belt, by combining the holster with the belt itself. So I think it might just be a case of removing both of those items separately and just spawning the belt as a completely attached piece. I can see about doing that. That's not an issue. We do have another question from Jay. I do have a real thing I would like to address as a player. Please know that if a character seems to not like you in game, please remember people play characters and it's not out of character hate. So characters can have issues, but out of game have none. So please keep everything in character. Not saying it happened, just have seen it before. So it's like I mentioned earlier, just have faith in the community. Just have faith in your fellow role players within this community, you know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're all just playing personas on the internet to have fun. Like I play a persona. This isn't me, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. I'm just freaking humming in the radio, scaring everyone.
No, it's smoky
Yeah.
in game is 100% smoky in real life. Can't confirm.
Real.
My heart skipped a beat when you started humming in the radio.
I'm just an asshole. Sorry, guys.
Yes,
yeah,
you
I don't
are.
actually like frogs. I just, a character thing.
All right. I'm going to say that's the last question that we're going to answer because it is late as fuck for me and I would
Yeah,
like
the
to go to
boss
bed.
man has a bedtime.
I have a bedtime these days,
Yes.
unfortunately.
But if anybody else has,
So,
I'm gonna chill in here for a bit. If anybody else has anything to ask, we can answer it.
Yeah, just remember
I'm
to
going to kick.
play your guys' characters. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm going to kick everyone out. You can all go down to whitelist.
Yeah, yeah, we can
Consider
go.
the meeting adjourned. I love all of your faces. You're all phenomenal role players, and I appreciate that you're a major part of this community. You make this community. So, thank you all.
Tell your
And
friends about
you
us.
have a greater time than you have right now, alright?
Here's hoping. All right, I'm going to kick you all. So go leave, join whitelist. If you have any more questions, the staff that there will answer them to the best of their abilities.
I'm gonna hold out as
Have a
long as
good
I
one.
can. You can't kick
Catch you
me.
later. What about?
You can't kick me. Alright, that was the last of this video or stream, whatever. It'll be posted later for anyone that actually wants to watch it.